Hey guys, my name is Michael. I'm going to go through some basic tips that I've done in growing corn in a small backyard in containers. When growing corn, you've got to make sure that you check the expiry date and make sure it's still fresh, because I have had a couple packets of corn that expired for over a month or two and I had a 30% success rate. So I'm going to be using F1 corn, and what you have to do is pretty much you put in 1 inch deep into the soil, then you plant the corn and then you cover it over and make sure you keep it moist and warm conditions, and within 6 to 10 days you should have some luck of it germinating. Over here I have planted some corn. This took me, I did this last week actually, so it's a bit surprising how I've had germination happen within the first 4 days, which is not normal, but in Perth the conditions are pretty warm and I've been giving a lot of water each day. So I've planted pretty much 4 kernels in each of these small little pots. As you can see here, yesterday, well, this wasn't there, so that's just popped out this morning. So that would be day 7. So hopefully the success rate of having 4 seeds in each container would be 100%. Once germination has been done with your corn and it's maybe 15 centimeters to 20 centimeters tall, I would transplant them into a 12-inch bucket pot this size, 12 inches deep and 12 inches wide, and space them out apart, so they should be roughly 20 centimeters to 25 centimeters away from each other. This would give you better success. I have experimented using a 10-inch pot with 10-inch wide deep, but I'll show you for example how it has overcrowded. Even though they have grown, it's not what I prefer. So if you have a look here, I've got 4 containers side by side right next to each other, and there's about, Samson out of the video, and there's about 16 in total, so 4 in each pot of these corn. Some have tassels and some have ears, which is really good. I've had this in here for maybe about 8 weeks, and this is the progress. So it's about 5 foot, which is pretty good. So it can be done in small pots, but you have less success in getting a lot of corn if you use 10-inch pots. I would honestly go with the 12-inch and give it a lot of water, because corn needs to be watered. I prefer to water it every day to keep it moist, especially if you're doing it in containers, because they dry out pretty quick. Make sure when you're doing your corn, put maybe 2 inches on top of compost or newspaper or mulch, anything that's going to keep the moisture in, and make sure you use a nice fertilizer as well, and try to prevent your cat from eating the corn. That's a tip I can give you guys for today, and I hope this helps. This is beginner's gardening for you guys that are just starting and using containers. This is the way I go. As you can see, most of my backyard's done in containers. I've only got a small backyard, but so far so good. God bless. Catch ya.